Welcome to Truth by Billie Beene Flash Update. Today is February 5, 2025, time in Texas, about 2 p.m. And thanks for hitting the like button, which helps my channel to grow. Some of the things we'll cover: Social Security. Each person should be receiving $100,000 per month. And U.S. aid. Also made contributions to the Church of Satan. We see why it's come out via President Trump that what the U.S. aid was doing was shocking and irredeemable. And also, U.S. aid and other U.S. government agencies were supporting the AP, Associated Press, and the New York Times. Some of my sources are God in the Bible Patriot Subscriber, Breitbart, Dr. William Mount, Hal Turner, and Stephen Gardner. So let's get started. Dr. William Mount is bringing this information out, this intel, and it comes from, intel, from inside the Social Security Administration, that the federal government, via the Social Security Administration, is giving money to refugees, both inside and outside the U.S., and the number is millions. And they receive $10,000 per month. So we have currently American citizens who are receiving Social Security at 12.5 million. So we have citizens from foreign nations, both inside the U.S. and outside the U.S. We have 120 million. 60 million live outside the U.S. and are receiving $10,000 per individual, $10,000 per month. This needs to be cut. And according to Dr. William Mount, when this is cut, then American citizens receiving Social Security should see their payments go up to $100,000 per month. And we say, bring it. And once the U.S. government has withdrawn all this money and funding going outside the U.S., it will cut the global economy by $18 trillion. So that's going on. Make America great again. And we have this from Stephen Gardner. Activist groups have organized American citizens to call Congress, which has resulted in crashing the phone system of Congress, the House, and the Senate, to bring about confirmation for President Trump's nominees, including Pam Bondi, RFK Jr., Kash Patel, and Tulsi Gabbard. So that's going on. Now, Pam Bondi was confirmed late yesterday. She took her oath this morning and immediately is putting a halt to U.S. money going to sanctuary cities, plus law enforcement. So President Trump's AG, Attorney General Pam Bondi, wants to influence money going to the sanctuary cities and grants going to law enforcement. The DOJ cannot legally stop money, but the DOJ can influence other federal government agencies to cut and stop funding. So that's going on. That's Pam Bondi's first act as President Trump's Attorney General. Make America great again. And now we have this. The USAID and other agencies had been funding media. And that media included Associated Press and the New York Times. So we see this is coming from Hal Turner's intel. The Associated Press was also receiving U.S. government money via USAID. $19.5 million. And had U.S. government contracts for 2 U.S. government departments. This also came from the State Department, and it came from the U.S. Agency for Global Media. In other words, and most of this has been occurring since 2021 under the DIM-JB group. Money going to Associated Press and also New York Times to put forth the Democrats' position. So we have the U.S. government paying U.S. media money to put forth U.S. government propaganda. 87% was coming from the State Department. So we see that going on. Now, the New York Times had been receiving from the U.S. government $50 million per year to put forth, and this is since 2021, the JB show, to put forth U.S. government propaganda. And this came from Health and Human Resources, $26.9 million. And from the National Science Foundation, $19.5 million. And also other amounts coming from NASA, the DOJ, and the Pentagon, all to New York Times to put forth a U.S. government line propaganda. And now we have this. U.S. aid, as we heard from President Trump, what the Doge group under Elon Musk found is that the U.S. aid was engaging in shocking and irredeemable support for certain things. One of them is the Church of Satan, located in New York City. Other money, $70 billion per year, was going for abortions, LGBTQJ support, and the Church of Satan. This is according to the audit that was done under President Trump. So we say, make America great again, drain the swamp, and we see President Trump doing just that. It's good to pray for America, President Trump, and world peace. I love you, and I'll see you soon.